YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Tim Westwood TV. Bryson Tiller. Yo, rubbing off the paint, baby. Yo, what a joint as well. That bass line is ridiculous.
Yeah, I love that song. That song's dope. Yo, Namir. It's Namir, right? That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, yo, did you see that IG Halloween one on that joint?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy.
that was crazy. I love that.
Yeah. It makes you
That's
love
the bass.
song.
Yeah, the bass line is just like,
Oh,
like
man.
you said, the bass line is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And what does he start with? Let me offer this rebuttal.
Oh, yeah, the SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, man. That shit just rigs, man. So is there a mixtape on the way?
Yeah, I'm working on a project, or two, actually. You know what I'm saying? 2 projects, mixtape. I got a lot of stuff that a lot of beats that I've been sitting on for a while, you know, just because I felt like I wasn't in the mind space to like really, you know, approach those beats at the time. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm back on it. So like I'm just like more confident in the studio, having fun, getting back to having fun and stuff like that.
Exactly. What took you away from that zone of just being in the studio ready to work?
What took me away from that zone really is just, you know, everybody's like, I got these R&B songs on the radio, Don't and Exchange, and everybody's thinking that I'm just like, they put me like in a box, like, oh, this is who you are, you know what I'm saying? But like, they don't even know, they wasn't even there for the, you know, what I was doing before Don't and before Exchange, you know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that led me up to those things, you know what I'm saying? And led up to Trapsoul coming out, you know, I was putting out like little freestyles here and there, like not really freestyles, you know, I don't freestyle by any means, but like little songs, just throwaway tracks, just to, you know, just kind of just say whatever, you know what I mean? I have this alter ego it's called Godzilla, and that's just me, like not caring at all, you know what I'm saying? Just having fun with it. So yeah, just getting ready to gearing up to
do
get
it
these
again,
projects.
man.
Yeah.
Bring that Godzilla out again, fam.
Have fun with it and just be confident.
Are those projects very much Godzilla based?
One is definitely that, and the other one is a R&B, all R&B project. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're gonna differentiate
the
trap and the soul this time.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, it'll always be trap soul because, you know, my thing is like singing and rapping, and I always kind of like mesh the two, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the, like, you know, True to Self sounds kind of like a compilation of a different vibes of songs, you know what I mean? Self-Made, and then Remy Dry is just like, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of, and Before You Judge Me, like, let me talk about Before You Judge Me, or Something Tells Me, actually. Something Tells Me is an R&B song, and Before You Judge Me is like a darker, like kind of rap vibe, but I'm still singing on it, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to like separate the two and just like be like, yo, this is a project catering to this like sound and this style, like, and I'll tell you, you know, I just make it all make sense, and then this is just this, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like separating the two, and just
it feels like the natural thing to do now.
Yeah.
And I can see what you like. Your hits can so define you. It can be it can limit you.
Yeah.
I mean, the success and, you know, performing those hits is amazing. Talking of hits, baby, your wild thoughts.
Right.
Did you see how, like, the 2017 anthem, the record which is going to get played at 12 midnight to see in 2018? Did you really see that when you were doing it?
Nah, DJ Khaled was always like super
hype.
Like, hype about it. You know what I mean?
Hype.
So if he's hype about it, it must be, you know, he was pulling up to my crib, like, well, actually not my crib, but Neil's crib, and we were in there, like, actually I think True to Self had just came out. He was like, yo, I need you to record that verse, like, now, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because did I tell you this already? But I recorded it at a lower octave or whatever, the version that he sent me with the reference. Yeah, but once she said, yo, I love the record, I wanna do it, they had to raise it up for her octave or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Sort of, you know. So I had to re-record my verse, and yeah, that's what he was pulling up. He was like, yo,
did you see it was going to be the monster, or do you think it was just going to be a smash? You didn't see it was going to be like the defining
I mean, Rihanna
moment?
everything just goes to the top with Rihanna, man. All she makes is like fire, so I already knew that factor right there alone was going to make it, you know, be. And DJ Khaled, come on, like, it's like,
yo, the heat of that is intense, baby.
Yeah, DJ Khaled don't play when it comes to his music, you know what I'm saying? So like everything, like, he believes in all his stuff, and he'll take it to the top, and to everybody else believes it, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what made you decide to have like to go for Twitter and have Insta empty, man? Why did you empty out your Insta, man?
I don't know, I just want to start over, I guess.
Really?
Start
And why
over.
would you want to start over?
Last year, I guess leading up after Trapsoul, I kind of like lost my confidence in a way. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this a few times, but I don't know. I guess just listening to all the naysayers, which is I was just telling somebody like I'm my biggest hater and my worst critic. You know what I'm saying? So when I see all these people saying things, it's like I'm agreeing with them. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. I knew that, but then it just like confirmed it for me, and it's just like all these things just kind of like took a toll on me. And not only that, but you know, I went through a lot of crazy things, you know, with like legal troubles and stuff with like old management and old like people I used to be signed to, and I talk about it on stage. I talk about it on stage sometimes, but I can never really, you know, get the full story out because I only have like small like 10, 15 seconds or something like that to say it, and it's like hard. But I say it now, you know what I mean? I just went through a lot of like bull stuff, and it was just like a lot to take in. I was just like in a dark place this after Trapsoul. So I don't know, I just wanted to like start over and be like, you know, I just don't feel like I made it yet. So it's like, all right, now let me just try to make it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just figure out.
So do you feel you really lost your swag then?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always there, you know what I mean? But it happens to, you know.
Oh, it sounds like they really rattled your cage, dog.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Absolutely, man. It made me stop believing in myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, dang, like, I don't ever want to just be putting music out that's just like, you know, making people mad or whatever. Like, yo, this nigga, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm not even caring about that no more. I don't care what anybody
Are
has
you
to
one
say
of these
no more.
guys who'll lead like, I love you, 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 now you're whack, and that's the one you pay attention to,
Oh, yeah.
and you'll ignore the like 100 before
The good,
that?
the bad always outweighs the good, but not anymore. Not
Yeah, put that to
anymore.
one
I'm
side,
not,
man.
because that only it's hindered me from everything. You know what I'm saying? Like from really my creative process, everything. You know what I'm saying? And like honestly, I have a daughter, and I realized like, yo, I got to get serious. Like I got to get back on my, you know, confident, you know, believing in myself, because this is what's going to support her. You know what I'm saying? So I have to not care what anybody
But when
thinks.
you're standing on that stage in front of all your fans, man, doesn't that disempower you?
Yeah, definitely. And I got kind of emotional on stage last night. I shed a tear or a few. Yeah, just seeing them like scream and be happy, and you know, London.
I love what you do.
Yeah, it's just like, dang, like these people believe in me. Like this is tour number 2. Like they gave me a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I say thank you a lot on stage for coming out to the show, and I don't want people to think I just say that to like pass the time. Like I really genuinely mean it, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that can't sell out a 100-person venue, you know what I'm saying? Like people who have been on top before and then, you know, fell off. Like, but here we are at the venue, you know, at that venue, and it's just packed out, and it was just fun.
Your perception of yourself and your career is so out of touch with everyone else's, brother. Everyone just looks at you as super successful and winning.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing.
I
I didn't,
man. I don't understand. I don't even see that.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
I wouldn't even raise that. And haters they're just a hate, man. They're just giving you some advice at best.
Yeah, I wish I would have heard that. I wish I would have knew what I knew now. I mean, but I needed this. I needed to see that. You know what I'm saying? I needed to feel all that. I needed to kind of lose myself, to find myself again. You know what I'm saying? Just to see where I need to be back at. Be where I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And right now, where I'm at is not where I'm supposed to be. And I want to get to the next level. Like, a part of me was like running from it, running from the fame and running from, you know, the possible. Because I already seen after Trapsoul and the success, it went double platinum. Thank you to all my fans. Listen to this. Thank you for that. After seeing that, after all the success and stuff, it was like I said, a lot of bull stuff that came with it, a lot of bullshit, you know what I mean? Just everything that just made me be like, damn, like, do I really want this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens if I get, you know, what happens if I get bigger than this? Like, I want to make a better album than this one day, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not my best work. What happens when I make a better project than this? Then who's going to come at me? Then who's going to, you know what I mean? Like, stand outside of my crib and put notes on my car and say, you know what I'm saying? Like, and say, oh, yo, you owe me this, you owe me that. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just never thought that I would be the person to be, like, going through those types of things, because I've never even, you know, thought about that. And, like, I really had to look in the mirror and say, damn, I got to be true to who I am, because a lot of the times, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've thought about going the wrong route, like, you know, because a lot of people who are like gangsters and stuff, you know what I'm saying, would probably, end up, squeezing a trigger and doing something that they regret and putting themselves in jail. But I had to look in the mirror and say, just remain who you are, remain true to yourself, and just forget all of that. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of, yeah. So that's kind of what the song "Before You Judge Me" explains on the project.
That shit's all a sideshow, brother.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that no more, bro. I don't never want to be where I was the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna continue to believe in myself and just ignore all the hate.
Sorry to hear, baby.
Accept all the love. Yeah.
Yo, the shows are amazing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We're getting there. I think we come a long way for sure since the first tour. Performing is really hard, man. It's like really different from the studio, and I live in the studio. You know what I mean? I never, I remember after we made Trapsoul, Neil looked at me like, all right, now we got to go perform all this shit. I was like, dang, like we do. Like I got to figure out how to, make this work. You know what I'm saying? But it's like sonically is what I'm talking about. It's like completely different from the studio. So I have to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, everybody else is telling me it can't be done, but I'm trying to figure out how to get it to sound like the studio. You know what I'm saying? And once I get that, then that's when the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's the tour bus life like? Who's best at Mario Kart, baby?
Mario Kart. I mean, we ain't played Mario Kart in a minute. We've been on a Nintendo Switch lately. Nintendo Switch, but probably Jay Lewis at the new Mario Kart. Probably my boy Jay Lewis. He's nice at it. He's super nice. But then I'm number 2. If anybody want to challenge, I'm just saying, if anybody want to challenge me, then we can. But you know what I'm saying? You didn't hear him say nothing. Yeah, so.
Exactly. I just see a hand go up, and that was the end of it. And go down. Exactly. You enjoy the tour life?
Yeah, this tour has been probably the funnest tour in Europe anyway. All the other tours, and I've been saying that on stage. I used to come out here and be like, dang, man, I'm far away from home. I just couldn't wait to go home and, just taking all of it for granted, but never again.
Yeah, man. Well, it's great to have you back, fam.
It's a pleasure.
Number 1 fans, baby.
Pleasure, man. Thank you for the continuous support.
Definitely see you defining the next year.
Nice, yeah. I'm excited for, even if it ain't next year, it could be 2019. It could be 2020.
Coming, family.
I'm working, you know what I mean? And I'll get there one day. I promise you. I promise all my fans that one day we will be there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just work.
Yo, thanks for watching Tim Westwood TV. Here's a couple of videos I know that you'll love. And thanks for all the comments. We pay attention. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. It's Tim Westwood TV, baby.